Hello, I'm Judy, the organizer and creator at Rescue My Space. Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. Welcome to another episode of She Rescued It. She Rescued It is a series on my channel where I show you how I organize and transform spaces in my own home. So far, I've already shown you guys the tour, the budget planning, and the process of this closet behind me. And if you haven't watched it, feel free to check them out here. The reason why I decided to create this series on my channel is because I wanted to show myself that I can actually transform spaces in my own home, because for a living, I transform spaces in everyone else's home. And a lot of times my home kind of falls to the back burner. And honestly, I grew up in a home that I didn't quite love. I dreamt of living in a space that was beautiful, that was beautifully interior designed, that was structurally different, that was larger. There was a lot of things that I wished for and hoped for as a child. And now that I'm able to make those dreams a reality, I wanted to showcase it to you guys, to show you guys that you can also create that for yourself. It's not about your budget. It's not about the amount of space you have. It's about being creative. It's about putting what you want into action and creating the life that you want. So with that said, let me show you my closet. So as you walk into my closet, one of the first things you will notice is this wall of clothes. Initially, this closet had 4 closet rods. Because my goal was to create more space in this very small closet, I knew I had to eliminate the amount of closet rods that were in this space. Honestly, what I've noticed is when it comes to very standard builds, there are too many closet rods in the closet and not enough shelving systems. If there are any builders out there watching this video right now, definitely contact me, and I'd love to sit down with you and give you some tips on how you can create a more functional and beautiful closet in your builds. I'm serious. Definitely contact me, because I come across too many people who are having issues with their closet because of the amount of closet rods and not enough shelves in their closet. Okay, so back to my closet. So what I ended up doing was doubling up the closet rods on this wall. And now I have been able to use the entire wall to hold my clothes. It is definitely one of those details that has transformed the overall look and feel of this closet. It actually feels much larger in this closet because I did this. All right, so the closet rods that I ended up purchasing are from 2 different hardware stores online, and I'll definitely leave the links of everything mentioned in this video below. So the closet rods is probably one of those additions that just made a huge change in this closet. They are matte black and they are aluminum. So prior to, I was using the very standard wooden closet rods, and they're fine, but I wanted to add some character. I will use that word a lot, but I wanted to add some character in this space because it needed it. So the closet rod is a beautiful addition. I also had some custom brackets made for this closet, and I'm so happy I went with that option. Yes, it was way more expensive than I thought, but it was worth it. I purchased them from Etsy, and if you watched my process video, you saw when I opened it. I love them, and even though you can't really see them in my closet, they still make such an impact in this closet, and they're heavy duty. So this closet rod isn't going anywhere. So let's go on to the hangers I used. So one of the hangers that I use in this closet is this one. So one of the reasons why I changed out my hangers was because, one, I love the fact that this was matte black, therefore it matched my closet rods and my closet brackets. And another reason is because I like the fact that this rubberized hanger does not collect lint. Seeing lint on things is one of my pet peeves, and when I had the velvet hangers, it gathered too much lint. If you're someone who likes the idea of having velvet hangers, which I see why, I would suggest that you go with a more lighter hanger, like a beige, a white, a light gray type of hanger, more so than a darker velvet hanger, because you're gonna see the lint on the darker hanger than you would the more lighter colors. You should definitely consider that if lint is an issue for you. I purchased these hangers from the Container Store, and the quality is epic. It is thin, just like the velvet hanger, and it works the same. So let me put those away. So another hanger that I purchased or that I'm using in this closet are these skirt hangers. I knew that I wanted my skirts to hang flat or to hang straight in my closet. Initially, they were folded over and hanging, but I wanted to add a skirt hanger in particular for all of my skirts so that they just kind of sit beautifully in my closet and allowed my skirt to sit beautifully in my closet without creating any type of wrinkle or any type of crease. And I think these work perfectly. These were purchased on Amazon, and of course the link is below, and they're extremely lightweight, and most importantly, they're matte black. So that's really the reason why I purchased these. They're matte black, and I was able to get a lot for literally nothing. So definitely a hanger that I would recommend to get. And another type of hanger that I'm using are wooden hangers. My wooden hangers are holding all of my jackets, my blazers, my more heavier clothing items, because I wanted to make sure that the hangers that I'm using for my clothes are the right hangers for my clothes, because honestly, it does make a difference. Also, to maximize this closet, I did also add a shelf to the top portion of this wall. I wanted to create a space for all of my new bags that I feel like I will be getting this year. And if I didn't have that shelf, I would not have a space for it. So I definitely considered all of my potential purchases and all of my existing purchases when it came to creating or transforming this space. So next, let's move on to the left side of my closet. So, welcome to the left side of my closet. First of all, please excuse the harsh light. I have one direct light up above, so it is definitely hitting me right now. So, this is probably my favorite part of the closet because it is filled with shelves. I knew going into this project that I would be adding shelves because if you're working in a small space, one thing I would always recommend is adding shelves to a small space because it creates more storage. So this side has floor to ceiling or ceiling to floor shelves. This is where my shoes sit. So before, my shoes used to sit in the shoe organizer that sat on a closet rod. Even though it worked for the meantime, it wasn't practical. Because most of my shoes are heels, I would find myself playing a tug of war just to get my shoes out of the organizer. It just wasn't functional enough for me, and I had to change it. So now my shoes sit on these 3 shelves, and I am so happy with it. I have about 13 pairs of shoes, and I knew going in that I would be limited to the amount of shoes I can have. When you're working in a small space, you just can't have a lot of stuff. It's just the reality of it. So next to my heels sit my favorite pairs of blue jeans. I knew that I would be creating a space for only my blue jeans because these are my favorite blue jeans that I like to wear. And now they're just more easily accessible. A lot of my other jeans are hung up, but this was just more practical for me. So what separates my jeans from my shoes is this beautiful shelf divider. I knew I would be adding a shelf divider to this space because I will be having multiple things sitting on my shelves. I purchased this particular one from Amazon, and honestly, I think it's the best in the market, and it just works perfectly on my shelves. I also actually have another one down here, which separates my shoes from my bags. So as we move higher, I do have a shelf filled with bins. I have about 4 bins on this shelf, and this is where all of my workout gear sit. So I have my sports bra in one, I have my workout bottoms in one bin, my workout tops in another, and my sandals. I chose not to have my sandals sit on a shelf because I just don't like what that looks like. And honestly, having them sit in a bin just makes them more aesthetically pleasing. So the bin that they sit in is from the Container Store. I think I purchased it for about either $13 to $17. I can't remember. Of course, everything is below. And they are just beautiful. Honestly, when I first saw them, they were just not anything that was interesting to me. But after evaluating bins and trying to figure out what type of bins I wanted in this space, I finally decided to use them, and I'm so happy I did. They, of course, bring texture into this space. Texture is very important when you're working with a very white space. And I knew by adding texture would bring more character to the space. So these are beautiful bins. I absolutely love them. And now that I have them in my space, I definitely will be recommending them to my clients. The shelf above my bins sit all my tennis shoes, and the shelf above that sits all my winter accessories, my travel bags, and my bag inserts. And those also sit in a different type of bin. So welcome to the bottom of my closet. So the item that I'm leaning on is my footstool. I purchased it from West Elm, and I think it's one of the most beautiful items that I added to this space. When I first took on this project, I didn't think that I would be able to have enough space to sit in this closet because it is small. But after eliminating the other closet rods in this space, I've been able to create an area that allows me to sit in here and put on my shoes, put on my clothes, or just meditate, whatever I want to do. Because I decided to put in a footstool, I also had to consider the amount of shelves I had to add in this space and where it would begin. So I created a nook for this footstool, so whenever it's not in use, I can just push it in and it is out of the way. So the other things that sit next to this footstool is my step stool because I have high shelves, and I also created a space for my laptop bag. It actually sits on a hook so it doesn't sit on the floor. Definitely had to think about a lot of details when working in this space, and I'm so happy I did because everything kind of just fits perfectly. Since we're on the floor, I might as well talk about the mirror behind me. One of the additions I knew I would be adding to this space was a mirror. Before, this closet had no mirror, so whenever I would get ready, I would have to go to my guest bathroom to look at my full outfit. Now that I have a mirror, I can literally get ready in here without leaving this space, which to me is a time saver. And yeah, I'm so happy with it. I purchased it from IKEA for about $30, which is a steal because I was originally going to purchase it from another store and it would have been 3 times the cost. Again, I'm working with a very small budget in this closet. So what frames the mirror is this beautiful paneling. It took me a while to put it up, let me not lie, but I'm so happy I did. It literally sets the precedence for this closet. So when you walk in, you see this beautiful paneling around this mirror. I love the character that I brought to this closet because, as you probably already see, this closet is very white. It's very black. And even though the paneling is white, it still creates texture, which creates character. So next, I'll show you guys the flooring and then the light fixture, and then we are done. So the most difficult addition to the space was choosing the light fixture. I spent way too much time trying to look for the perfect light fixture for this space. And to be honest, guess what? I stuck with the most standard light fixture there was, which is the original light fixture that was in this closet. Yes, I did. I even went as far as to purchase two options for this space, which I can't return, by the way. And I kept the same light fixture. So the reason why I decided to go with the same light fixture is because I was finding it very difficult to find a light fixture that illuminated enough light to brighten up this closet. And this was the only one, honestly, that I found that was in my budget. So I went on ahead and stayed with this light fixture, but what I did was I gave it a nice facelift. So to give it a facelift, I spray painted the base matte black, of course, and I also added a ceiling medallion to the base. So now when you walk into my closet, it is a very noticeable addition, and I absolutely love it. I love it. This is my closet, guys. I absolutely love it. It is definitely my dream closet. And of course, I would love a much larger closet that can fit more clothes, more shoes, more bags. But this is the closet that I have in my life today, and it fits my lifestyle today. So let me know in the comment section below your favorite part of this closet. I am so excited to hear what you guys have to say. And also, if you have any suggestions, any recommendations on what I could have done better or added to this closet, also let me know below. You already know what time it is. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And thank you so very much for watching this video. And as always, I'll see you soon. Bye.